What happened between Niles and Matilda in 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Days Season 7, Episode 9? Details explored. 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days aired its latest episode on TLC on Sunday, October 27th, 2024. It saw Niles trying to diffuse the tension between him and Matilda after he revealed in the previous episode that he would not get married to her on his present trip. During Sunday's segment, Matilda revealed that she felt blindsided by Niles's decision. She accused him of lying by not disclosing the truth earlier and misleading her into believing he was on board with her plans. While Matilda questioned him for delaying the revelation, Niles claimed he had already informed her about it multiple times. However, the 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days star was convinced Niles was twisting his words. Niles realized his mistake when producers mentioned he could have spoken the truth while Matilda was planning the wedding. They believed he could have avoided the argument if he had come clean earlier. Consequently, Niles tried to make amends. He apologized to his beau, admitting he should have been direct about his wishes, instead of hinting at it, hoping Matilda would understand him. The 90 Day Fiancé? Before the 90 Days star offered to do the knocking ceremony to appease her family before returning to the U.S. While Niles promised to return and marry her, Matilda worried about breaking tradition by waiting months before tying the knot. 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days star, Niles admits he made a mistake by concealing his thoughts regarding marriage. In the latest episode, Things Fall Apart, Matilda broke down, unable to process Niles's decision to postpone their wedding. On their way back to the hotel, Niles asked Matilda if he had ever agreed to get married during this trip. Hearing that, Matilda wondered if Niles was joking with her. Niles stated he had informed her about his plan not to get married to her on this trip. However, Matilda dismissed his claim, saying he was lying to her. The 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days star asked Niles why he chose not to say anything in the past 5 days since his arrival, she was determined not to fall for his explanation, convinced he had lied to her about everything. Matilda thinks that I'm lying, and it may certainly look that way. I thought I was pretty clear that I would not be getting married on this trip, Niles said. At that point, 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days, producers confronted Niles, stating he had numerous opportunities when Matilda was planning the wedding to express his thoughts, but did not. They revealed he had previously admitted to not confessing the truth to Matilda. The cast member went silent when the producers suggested he misled Matilda into believing he was fine with the wedding. Upon realizing his mistake, Niles mentioned he often struggled to spell out the full truth, creating misunderstandings. He apologized to her beau, vying to reconcile with her. He was surprised to see Matilda so upset. However, he said she had every right to be angry with him. I made a mistake, a very bad mistake, okay? I should have just told you. I didn't want to ruin the moment. We were here, we were happy, Niles said. The 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days star agreed to do the official engagement ceremony, aka the knocking ceremony, to appease Matilda and her family before returning to the U.S. to figure things out. He promised to return to Ghana to marry Matilda after he had planned his schedule and sorted everything back home. Niles apologized to her for not communicating his thoughts. He explained his behavior was an example of masking, where he would withhold the complete truth for the sake of his partner's happiness. Matilda forgave Niles and admitted she would have appreciated direct communication. I'm very hurt he's putting me in this situation. But at the same, I love this man, and I'm starting to understand that sometimes it's difficult for him to communicate because of his autism, and it makes things very complicated. Matilda said. Niles reassured the 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days star of his feelings for her. However, Matilda insisted he let her mother know about his change of plans. Although she was pleased that Niles wanted to do the knocking ceremony, she was also worried about breaking Ghanaian social customs by waiting months after the ceremony to get married. Because of this, I'm very worried that my family, they will not accept him. That would be a very big problem, Matilda revealed. Season 7 of 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days releases new episodes every Sunday at 8 p.m. ET, only on TLC.